Alright Jack, so let's talk about first things first here. We're dealing with the little Vargo stove, but we're looking at that a little bit later. Right now, the first thing you have to know is pot smut. So you see this pot? See how dark it is? See this pot right here? See how light it is? That's pot smut. It will be all over everything. So, what you need to make yourself is this little pot cozy. Well, I can send you a link for it if you don't know how. But basically what it allows you to do is take your pot and put it inside. God damn it. Like that. And then all your other junk doesn't get all dirty. So that's good. The other thing is, before you start, is you need to get basically all your wood, your kindling, all that kind of stuff, but essentially little tiny stuff to light it with, and then nothing bigger than about the size of your thumb. And it should give you this sound when you break it. Not that sound. Just that sound. The little cracking sound. That's all you're looking for. We've divided up taken all our wood here and divided up into bigger pieces, kind of smaller pieces, little tiny pieces, and then there's the little tiny starter pieces that we've got here. A couple little things to note. The door here, you think you're probably going to be closing it most of the time. Most of the time you're probably going to leave it open unless it's especially windy. The stove actually does not take enough air in through the bottom, at least the way you'd expect it to. So if it's a really light breeze or no wind at all, you need to keep the door open all the time. If it's a heavy breeze, you'll close it at least a little bit. So it's kind of more like a draft door. And the really big pieces down here, I only use, usually if there's enough wind to actually keep the air moving, otherwise they tend to smolder themselves out pretty quickly. So these guys I'm just going to add a few more in on top here. And it's basically just some very small brush and a few other little things, nothing too special. And we're going to light it up here. Need my fancy little blowtorch. Use whatever fire starter you have. I've also got some birch bark here. Hopefully it will catch. If it does catch, I've got my pot next to it with my actual water. I'm going to put that on almost right away. It can be troublesome later putting it on because the flames will be coming up, and you also want to make sure the handles aren't over the door, just somewhere off to the side, doesn't matter where. From that point on, you kind of just let it go for a bit. Alright, so you can see here we've got a little bit of wood burning. You'll notice the stick. It doesn't take you very long to learn. Do not touch the door. It will be bad for you. So, other than that, you just kind of sit and kind of play with it and figure out what works and feed it wood until your water boils. We'll get back to you. Okay, so we've managed to achieve a boil. You can see my flames are still kind of flying high here, dealing with a little bit of wet, punky wood. Jack, where the hell are you this weekend, man? Friggin' raining on my ass.
You punk.
Anyway, so as I was mentioning before, we're actually going to take and put it into the pot cozy. This just keeps it warm so I can do whatever with it. You don't need to worry about what that is, but I'm just going to take it off here now. Turn my handles in. Pot cozy in. Put the little pot cozy lid on. At this point you can do whatever. I usually just kind of close the door down and let that burn out. Now I can use my water for whatever I'm going to use it for, and that's pretty much it.